Hi, welcome to Pace Craft Creations. Thanks for taking time out every day to hang out, chit chat, craft, and create with me. Today I'm going to share how I created the background for this mixed media piece that I had done. It is just a background that is overlapping with watercolors, and it's not chalky, which I absolutely love. So I'm starting with a leaf clay cutter. I have a bunch of them here. Butterflies do not work very well, and the stars do not work very well for this technique. They may work for another one, which I can touch base on after I get this part done. So you want to push your clay cutter down and just take your paintbrush with your water on it, move it around on the inside of your piece. That's it. Just doing that. And you do it over and over again. Place your cutter down, holding it firmly because you want to get that shape in there, and just brushing that watercolor all around. Pick it up, turn it, move it somewhere else, and that's all I did, back and forth with that one. You can come back in after and fix any missed pieces, but you just running your brush around back and forth, getting your color there, here, and everywhere. Now the fun part about using the watercolors, the liquid ones, I don't know how well the chalky ones are going to do with this one, is that you can overlap. And I say chalky ones, it's the cakes, it's not the chalkies. I'm using the, I call it liquid watercolors, the tubed ones. They're like an acrylic paint would look. Is you can place your piece over another piece, move your brush around on the inside, just like that, and it's going to give you that look of overlapping. And you just add more. And you just keep going all around until you have the look that you want. Just pushing it down and going all the way around. You can swirl it. You can brush it nice and pretty. You can go back and fix it after. And you just add to it. Take your color, push it down, go as dark as you want, as light as you want. Come back in and fix it after if you choose. It all depends on how you want to do it, how pretty, how saturated you want your colors to be. So there is another way you can do this. And that is, let me rinse this off. You're going to take your watercolor and you're going to brush right onto the edge of your cutter. Just like that. Brush on and then put it down where you want it to go. Hold for a second and lift it. Then come in with clean water, or more of that water if you want. And you're going to go right up to the edge of where your paint is with your watercolor, and you're just gonna move it towards the inside, and you're gonna get that look as well, the same look. And they're easy to clean. You just wipe them dry like that, and that will end up being the whole thing. So to get the leaves part, I waited till it was dry, and this one is pretty dry right here, I think. Is this one? I'm trying to find one that's pretty dry. Here we go. This one's pretty dry. So because you're not using the cake ones, there's no chalky residue whatsoever. You can come in with a pen, a marker, or pencil and draw right onto it your leaf design that you want to use, or any type of design, and add little leaf branches in there like that. Then you can come back in with your other colors as well. Get a little bit there and add a little bit of more detail to your paint. Because it's watercolor, it's going to blend really nicely the same way. Clean your brush and you can work that color out so that it is just barely kissing, kind of like mixing it with alcohol inks. And you've seen me do those. Let's grab a little bit more of that coral. So I want to have that coral on the outside. And it's a great way if you don't want to take and draw them out yourself with pencil, or draw them out with a with your paint. And they blend really, really well. They're just so gorgeous together. Now I have another piece of paper here, and I'm not going to do that the whole background with you. I just wanted to share how I did it. So let's see on the stars and the butterflies if doing the saturating it on the bottom part will work rather than doing it. But I can show you what it's going to look like too. So I'm just going to paint the bottoms. I'm getting watercolor everywhere. And then just push down. Oh, I got somewhat of a star shape. It's not the greatest. It is not the greatest star shape, but I do have a little bit. But I think it will be enough that I can come in with some water and give me my shape without having to try and do the other technique, because it doesn't really work with the edges the way it is. So I will get the star shape that way, but to try and do it this way, I don't know if the cutter itself is like not down, bent or whatnot, but that's the way it comes out that way. Trying to do it the way the leaf does doesn't come out very good. So I recommend doing it the other way. The butterfly did the same thing. Let's do the painting on the edges first. We'll see if that works. Push down. So it worked that way. It's a very, you think it would be a pretty shape. Looking at it this way, it kind of looks like it's a pretty shape. But it's not that pretty. Get that color in there. I don't know why. I mean, maybe the clay part, it will be a prettier shape of the butterfly. But right now, I'm not digging the shape. I don't think the shape works very well. And then to do it this way, I'm not sure. I just don't think it works. Kind of bummed. It's just not like a really pretty butterfly shape, I guess. Neither was the star. It kind of muddled. But, I mean, I like to try different things. So let's see if it works with ink. So I went back and I grabbed my color box. Let's try this. I mean, I think it would work, right? Oh, barely. I think it's because it's such a thin line that it barely shows up. Barely shows up. Let's try the star. Oh yeah, you can't even see the star. So they don't work very well with inking. They don't work very well with inking. But I do love to use them to do the backgrounds. Really gorgeous backgrounds. And then I have another one. Oh, it was on the back of this one where I blended with that moon. Oh, right there. Really pretty. Blends beautifully. Love that. So that is my little share for how I did the background on this one. For that mixed media piece. I said that I would share that and let you know how I did it. That's how I did the background for that. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.